welcome his opponent to the red corner, Joe Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the main event of the evening? Come on, Thorpe Park, make some noise! I said, are you ready? It's go time! 3 rounds of fighting in the Too Much Talent Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist record of 3 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighed in 61.2 kilograms. Fighting out of Next Generation, here is Andy Tez Young. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 6 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in 61.4 kilograms. Fighting out of Team Ippon, here is G.I. Joe Lawrence. And the referee in charge is David Swan.
Here we have Andy Young in the red shorts and a G.I. Joe Lawrence in the camo shorts. This is the top of the bill this evening. It's due to be another thriller.
Yeah, G.I. Joe Lawrence, excellent fighter, very active. It's his 6th time he's fought this year. He's fought on various shows, top shows. Cage Warriors, Bama. He fights in the big shows and he fights all the top guys. Last time we saw him here at Too Much Talent, he blasted through Cole Hunt in the first round, rear naked choke win.
Very quick off the bat as well. He likes to get the job done quick.
And the young though certainly no slouch. Keeps trying to fake with that right leg kick, making Joe Lawrence move.
Lawrence showing him some respect actually, not just steaming straight in like he usually does.
Well, Lawrence is a veteran. He's fought excellent fighters. He's been here before.
Nice body kick there. That's the second one he's landed. They're nice. You can't take too many of them.
Joe Lawrence not liking the high kicks that Andy Young throwing. I think Andy Young can see that, and that's why he's throwing a bit more.
Quite wild with his shots there, Joe.
He come forward. He didn't land anything, but just letting Andy Young know about his space.
And his power. It looks like he's got some power packed in those punches.
Nice inside leg kick there from Joe Lawrence. Oh, they might have caught the groin from Andy Young. I think it did.
Just a little bit low there. Straight back in, no touch of glove there. Joe looks like he's got dynamite in his hands. He throws with intention. Every shot he's thrown so far has got intent.
Both guys though, showing you can see why they're top of the bill. Their technical ability, they've only just shown it to stand up. You can see is very superior.
Not rushing anything, showing each other lots of respect.
Both staying very technically tight.
I think Joe's struggling to find his range a little bit though because of Young's kicks. He's throwing wild shots that are, you know, aren't that close. I think Young's keeping him back with that. There again, the front leg kick. That's not where Young wants to be, I don't think. They're trying to have a dirty boxing exchange with a 12-year boxing experienced fighter.
Well, Young the first one to initiate the clinch. He looked for the trip, but Joe Lawrence wary to it. Lands a nice knee.
Good head control there from Young.
Yeah, that's it. He's driving the head into the neck, which leaves it very awkward for Lawrence to try and move position. Joe Lawrence's corner calling for an underhook. Joe Lawrence needs to pummel and get an underhook. Andy Young with a tight body lock. He's going to try and lift the trip from here, away from the cage. He lets go of the body lock, but he's double under still.
Nice short knees there from Young. Just softening up the legs of Lawrence, just to try and demobilise him on his feet. Nice right hand there, followed by an uppercut, just missed.
Joe Lawrence's corner urging him to back up Andy Young and not let Andy Young be the one who controls the cage. Controlling the cage is a very important part of a fight. It lets you dictate the range you want to be in and out of. The person backing away doesn't have much to choose from.
Yeah, I think Young's finding his feet a little bit quicker in this fight. He's finding his range a little bit better. I think Lawrence is struggling with the kicks that's coming from Young.
Oh, Lawrence landed a nice left hand there, but Young moved away and a little exchange. Joe Lawrence letting Andy Young back him up against the cage. It's not where he wants to be.
Young doing well there not to get greedy and clinch up against the cage again. I think he's winning this fight from standing off of him and kicking and striking. Lawrence finding it hard to find just that range. Nice head kick there off the front leg. Nice body shot.
Followed by a nice right hook to the head.
Beautiful.
Andy Young finishing this round strong. He might take this round just from this flurry alone because it's been very back and forth.
Yeah, I think I'll give that round to Young there, Luke.
Nice work there from Joe Lawrence and Andy Young. It looked to me like Andy Young was superior with the kick in, and when he, just towards the end, he looked like he had better cage control than Joe Lawrence. And he's controlling the octagon. He's the one dictating the distance with Joe Lawrence.
Here we go, just about to get underway for the second round. Great end to the first. Andy Young perhaps looking for the finish nearly the end of the first round, but just didn't have enough time.
Look to see Joe Lawrence try and gain more cage control because I'm pretty sure his corner knows he might be a round down. Joe Lawrence in the southpaw.
Andy Young still only very young at 24 years of age. Looks very, very comfortable out there though. Looks like he's had years of experience.
For both guys, because Joe Lawrence is a southpaw, for both guys, the knockout punch is the cross. Because your opposing stances, it leaves, for that cross, it leaves it open. So for Joe Lawrence, it'd be the big left hand, and for Andy Young, it'd be a big right.
Lovely body kick there. I think this is where Lawrence wants to get Young. He needs to clinch him up, dirty boxing, perhaps take him to the ground because Young is picking him apart and standing up.
Oh, and Andy Young tosses him to the ground, and it looks like he might be able to take side control. And he goes into half guard. Joe Lawrence locks up the half guard. Joe Lawrence does train with newly crowned black belt and tough veteran Jeff Lawson at Ippon MMA.
He's looking to trap that left arm there of Lawrence.
Again, Andy Young putting his head in the neck of Joe Lawrence, immobilising him, and that giving him a chance to land punches. And Joe Lawrence can't move very well with Andy Young's head driving into his neck.
There he goes to trap the arm again. Lawrence recognises this. Nice short elbows. Just peppering away in his position.
What Joe Lawrence wants to try and do from here is to try and underhook with his right arm and sneak out the back door. Or, if he uses his right arm as a whizzer, he can wall walk. He can get up.
Nice little knee to the body there from Young. Young is using all the tools he can. Little short elbows, knees, strikes. He's really keeping busy.
Now, Joe Lawrence looking to start standing up.
Young has trapped the arm underneath Lawrence now.
Joe Lawrence is doing nothing with his right arm. He needs to use his right arm. You either use it as a whizzer and you stand up by wall walking, or you underhook and you sneak out the back door. Putting his arm on the other side of Andy Young's head is going to do nothing, apart from using it to defend yourself.
So he's got the left arm trapped there. He's put his glove in between his body and his arm to stop him from bringing his arm round.
Oh yeah, you can't see this, but Andy Young does have Joe Lawrence's right arm trapped underneath him, which is the reason why Joe Lawrence used the other arm. That makes a lot more sense that Joe Lawrence used the other arm to defend himself with his other arm trapped. You've got to think that Joe Lawrence might be 2 rounds down. He needs to do something here.
Young all over him, not giving him 1 inch to move. Looking continuously to try and pass. Find it difficult because he's so tight on the cage though, but continuously working away and scoring. Again, trapping the arm. Young is very good at trapping the arm and then just peppering away. Nice short elbows to the calf there. You'll feel that in the 3rd round if it goes to the 3rd.
He's now elbowing him to the head with his left hand. Joe Lawrence needs to do something with his left arm. He needs to either underhook or he needs to overhook, as I said before. He gets his guard back now. Now he's in a more safe and more controlling position off his back.
Nice strikes off the bottom there. And elbows, lovely. Starting to work now off the bottom, Lawrence.
Lawrence needs to get up or go for a submission. Young controlling him on the ground. Joe Lawrence needs to do something.
Young needs to posture up now and let some shots go. There can't be too long left at the end of the round now. Just see this round out strong, then that's 2 rounds in the bag for Young.
Did try and go for an armbar there, but he didn't have the correct position to go for it. Andy Young gets up and he knows he has this round in the bag, so he's just going to keep Joe Lawrence on the floor. Interesting end to that round. I'd give it again to Andy Young. 2 rounds in the bag.
I'd love to hear what the corner are going to say to Lawrence now. Right, Luke, as we approach round 3, let's watch out now for G.I. Joe Lawrence to come out all guns blazing. He needs this round. He needs to either get a knockout or a submission. His corner must have told him he's got to have some sense of urgency about him this round. All Young has to do is stand back and play the same game he's played the last 2 rounds, try and pick him apart.
He's backing up again though. Look, Andy Young backing him up. This has been the case the whole fight. Joe Lawrence been a bit unsure about what to do.
Nice sprawl there from Young, recognising the takedown early. I think he come in from a bit too far out. Switches round to the side. He's perhaps going to take his back.
I think he might. He has the harness position. He has the harness position. He lets go of that to try and pepper with some punches. And now he's going to try and take the back. He looks like he's got to grab the rear naked choke. He lets go of it.
Very slippery at this stage in the fight, Luke, now.
But that's the thing with chokes. When it's slippery, chokes are easier to sink. It's easier to slip under the neck of your opponent. When you're in the third round, then it's slippery. However, your arms are going to be tired. They're going to be full of blood. They're not going to have as much strength as they were in the first round. Joe Lawrence's corner telling him to underhook with his right arm, and he's not doing it. When you're in half guard, Joe Lawrence needs to underhook with his right arm. He needs to either do that and come out the back, or push down on the right knee of Andy Young and get his guard back. But he's not doing either, he's just choosing to pepper him with shots.
Young wants to look to try and advance his position here. Referee's right on top of the action.
Joe Lawrence's corner again telling him to underhook with the right. He can't at the moment because Andy Young has arm traps, but he can now.
Lovely little short elbow there. Bicep control to short elbow, wonderful. And again, he's going to look for that. There it is.
Joe Lawrence has to do something if he wants to even think about getting a win here. Staying on his back in half guard is doing him no favours. It looks like he's trying to pummel him with that right. Oh, he doesn't.
They're going to have to start working. David Swan right on top of the action.
Nicely done by Andy Young. He takes side control now, just as you said that.
As I said. Almost like he heard me, Luke.
What Joe Lawrence wants to do now is try and turn into him and push away.
Looks like he might try and trap the right arm.
I think Andy Young's going to try and play it safe, just going to try and control him on the ground and see out the round because he's got the victory in the bag. It's Joe Lawrence who's the one who needs to move. It's the third round, he's 2 rounds down, and he's not really doing that much, which is surprising me.
I think at the end of the first, Young had a 3 or 4 big knees to this midsection of Lawrence. I'm not sure that that's taken a toll in the later rounds. Nice hip escape there.
Not long left in this round now. Joe Lawrence needs to try and throw something up in his guard. Throw up an armbar, throw up a triangle. But Andy Young postures up. Joe Lawrence tries to throw up a very, very loose armbar. We're not going to catch someone like Andy Young with an armbar like that.
Again, going back to the slippery thing, Luke, as well, especially in the late stage of the fight when both fighters are so slippery.
Andy Young looking to pass. He's going to slide that knee through. He does. Joe Lawrence puts it back. See, this is where Joe Lawrence wants to be. That left arm, he needs to underhook with it. He's elbowing Andy Young, but he's not underhooking, and that is allowing Andy Young to now get side control. Andy Young does have a possible head and arm choke here. Full mount. He does.
Mount, yep.
He lets go of the head and arm to get full mount. And he face smashes him with his chest. Joe Lawrence turns and gives his back. Andy Young can finish here.
Both hooks in, he flattens him out. Can he get the choke, Luke? Like you said now, it's easy to slip it under.
I'm very impressed that Andy Young, although he's up, he's still trying to go for the finish, and there's the 10-second clapper.
Has he got it? It looks like he's just sunk it in. Can he finish it before the end of the round? Oh, saved by the bell. Or saved by the bell from the submission, but I think Andy Young might have that in the bag.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout the same way, 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Andy Taz Young. And your
And that concludes our evening at TMT at Thorpe Park. It's been another sellout, another amazing show. Thanks to all the fighters that have fought tonight. We'll see you next time on TMT. Thanks very much. Good night.